Welcome in. I am the Crypto Bull God, and in today's video, what we're going to discuss is the Pi cycle. What has it told us in times past? What's it telling us now? And how can we use it moving forward? If you appreciate the content, make sure to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment. You gotta click that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday from a daily TA live stream, all on the charts, where I take your TA questions. Plus, you need to know when videos like this go live. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TradingView. It's one word, whoop, Crypto Bull God. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm providing is financial advice. I'm simply looking to educate and to help others through sound, logical, technical analysis. We're all big boys and big girls, so we can make our own personal financial decisions. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at two different views on the Pi cycle with Bitcoin, and this is going to be on a daily chart. And you can pull this up yourself in TradingView. You can pull up the Pi cycle indicator here. So there is a fast period moving average, which is the orange line. This is the orange moving average. And then there is a slow period moving average, which is the blue line. The key thing on this chart that I'm looking to communicate to you is every single time, I mean, this is literally, as you'll see, spot on 100% of the time that this has happened. When we get the fast period orange moving average crossing above the slow period moving average, which is the blue moving average, Bitcoin tops right around that same time period. Now, the purple vertical lines are the time at which the moving averages get that positive cross. The green vertical line indicates when Bitcoin topped and peaked and then underwent a significant correction. So we can see here that we topped, it looks like on Saturday, April 6th of 2013, and then we topped just a few days later on the 10th of April. Fast forward, we got confirmation of the cross on November 30th, 2013. We topped December 5th, 2013. Fast forward all the way. We got to fast forward several years here. So far, we're 2 for 2 in terms of it being very close. Here you can see we got our Pi cycle confirmation with moving averages on December 16th. The cycle topped 1 day later on December 17th, 2017. So we're 3 for 3. That was only a 1 day difference there. If we fast forward all the way, now this one's really interesting. I want you to keep this one in mind. This is our prior wave movement top. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I believe we've had an expanded flat correction. What's interesting is the Pi cycle confirmation with the moving averages occurred on April 12th, 2021, and we got our top at 65,000 2 days later on April 14th. You can see this is the only time in history, and it's not coincidental in my opinion, given that this was an expanded flat irregular correction as part of this broader Elliott wave. We actually hit our peak at $69,000 in this area where we had no Pi cycle confirmation. And what I would say is the reason that occurred was because this was the true wave 3 movement top in the market. This was all part of a correction. Even though we went higher at 69,000 than 65,000 over here, this was really part of a broader correction. And I've covered that ad nauseum in prior videos. And so fast forward to the current times, what we're really waiting for is to see when we get this orange fast period moving average crossing above the slow period blue moving average, will we see something similar? I know this is something I'm going to be keeping a very, very close eye on. Now, what else is interesting with price is that you can see that price action is currently below the fast period moving average. And so one of the things I wanted to ask the question is, in times past when price action has gotten below the fast period moving average, this orange moving average, have we seen a significant correction in price? You can see here we did see a significant correction in price once price action was below the orange moving average. You can see here it was just chip and chop. Here it was just chip and chop, chip and chop. This is the period 17, and I would keep this in mind. 15. This is really 2016 through 2017. Really nothing significant, even though we went below that moving average. Here we went below it and we underwent a significant correction in 2018. I was here for all of that. In 2019, we saw significant downside. We went down from about 10,000 all the way down to 6,300. Got back above it, and then we had our beer virus crash. Obviously, we closed below here and had capitulation here, flash crash, essentially. Fast forward to more recent times. You can see back in 2021, this might not look like a serious correction. We were here at about 51,000. We went all the way down under 30,000. This was roughly a 40% correction, so significant downside. Here you can see this is very reminiscent for most here. This was late 2021 going into 2022. Obviously, we've had a significant correction. Now, what I'm noting here, we saw price action close below here in June, and we quickly got above it. Same thing here. We're below it, and we'll have to see if we quickly get above it. Now, in recent times past, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, the prior 4 times, we've all seen significant corrections in the charts, okay? But if we go back to a time period, which I think is more reminiscent of what we're seeing in 2016 and 17, they were non-events. They were non-events. We got under here, but very quickly got back above it. Or even in this case, even though we didn't get quickly back above it, we didn't suffer a significant correction. We'll have to see how it pans out, but it certainly, to me, is a warning flag, at the very least, that right now what we're seeing, if we look at our Pi cycle moving averages and where price action is at, it is a warning flag that we're below this fast period moving average. Now, also, what is good to see, one last thing before we tune out here, it is good to see that this slow period moving average, you can see that for an extended period of time, we started coming down, right? We've rounded here. You can see we've rounded and we've begun to curl up. So ideally what we'd like to see, okay, we'd like to see price action start to pick up back in here. If that were to happen, okay, what that's going to cause this slower period moving average to continue moving up in that direction. And it's going to cause our fast period moving average to move up at an accelerated rate, right? This is what we want to see. That is what we want to see out of the Pi cycle right now. The more we remain down in this area in here, the more we remain down here and just chip and chop, the more this fast period moving average is just going to want to curl down, and this slow period moving average will begin to flatten out. That's not what we want to see. So not the hope, never like to say the word hope, but what we'd like to see as bulls is we'd like to see a sharp turnaround in price soon, ideally by October. So we'll have to keep an eye on the charts. I'll certainly get an updated video out there with the September monthly close. That'll also mark a key quarterly close on the Bitcoin chart that we'll take a look at. So make sure that you click that bell icon for all notifications to know when that video goes live, as well as I do keep you guys current on all things crypto related, and sometimes we even get into economic related things on my daily TA live stream where I take your TA questions. So hop aboard that train to join the TA live stream all in the charts by clicking all notifications. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and share what you liked about the video. Let me know what you don't like about the video. And until next time, everybody, let's all spread awareness and let's carry the education forward.
So what you gonna do, fiat dollar, on crypto bull guy and his crypto maniacs and the entire